scheme appears to be hardening, with the First Minister Arlene Foster now warning that Westminster may have to step in. Sinn Féin say thousands of nationalist and Republican victims could be denied a pension under the scheme's current draft guidelines. Among them a man who today set out his concerns in a letter to the Secretary of State. Our political correspondent Enda McClafferty reports.
For the past 23 years, life for Christopher Cummings has been a daily struggle. He was one of 3 doormen shot by the LVF outside the Glengannon Hotel near Dungannon. His colleague died that night and he was left paralysed. Despite his injuries, he now fears he will be denied a Troubles pension because he served 7 years in jail for planting a hoax bomb outside a house, which he still denies today.
This is very, very important to my father because the night that my father was injured and shot, he was doing an innocent night's work and he was shot and saved hundreds of lives that night. And in our eyes and everybody else's eyes, my father's a victim, just like hundreds and thousands of other people. And unfortunately, his past conviction, he's going to be declined this pension. Where in other societies, in other modern days, he'd be a hero for saving lives.
Under the current draft guidelines, a judge-led panel will decide if former prisoners who served more than 30 months will be eligible for a pension. But in a letter to the Secretary of State today, Christopher Cummings and his legal team said that process was flawed.
The pension for Mr Cummings should be afforded as an automatic rate, and he should not be required to prostrate himself to the whims of an independent panel to assess his personal circumstances. His circumstances are such that he should be entitled as a matter of legal right.
A view shared by Sinn Féin, who say the guidelines discriminate against former prisoners and their refusal to nominate a department to oversee the pension scheme means payments to victims are stalled. Today the First Minister said she was upset by the delay and suggested if a way can't be found at Stormont, Westminster should step in.
We have agreement on the designated department as soon as possible, but if that is not possible, then given this came from Westminster through the Executive Formation Act originally and then through the regulations of January of this year, then I think the Westminster Government have an obligation to look to other ways to deal with this issue.
But so far the Secretary of State has been reluctant to take that step. But he is now fast running out of options, as victims are fast running out of patience. Enda McClafferty, BBC Newsline.